think we're at a spot right now where, with some of the niggly injuries and not being able to put the same people on the field, we're kind of struggling to connect a little bit. So I think the last 3 games really have been as much about grit as they have been about good soccer. We're certainly trying to play good soccer, but something breaks down or we misread each other and give them the ball, and now they're in on a counterattack. So we really have to work hard. So it's been more about grit, and I think tonight we showed grit. We kept fighting back. Vanessa, obviously, it's great to have someone, but it was still a team effort. It was someone else who got fouled in the box, who got the ball into the box for us to have that. And certainly, it was our attack that put us in a position for the restart. So, like I said, it's more about grit right now. Hopefully this week will give us some time off and we can get back to playing good soccer and keep the grit that we've sort of found in the last 3 games.
You guys seem to be moving the ball a little bit better around the top of the box, trying to get some goals in the back of the net, but most of them came off of set pieces. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, we've worked on having some more options in the box. Michigan State's a really tough team to break down. Their 4 backs and their 2 defensive center mids certainly sit there in front of the goal. So, we didn't want to take just any kind of shot tonight. I think our shot total was probably less tonight than it has been. And actually that's probably a good thing. We were trying to really get some quality shots and not just take shots from everywhere. But, part of getting restarts is getting in on the end of corner kicks, creating things in the box. We knew we were going to have to fight in the box, and we get a handball out of one scrap in the box. We get taking someone down when we're trying to get in. So, those come off of good attacking sequences, and certainly we'll take those as well.
And you guys, Michigan State had some great chances, and Steph just made some amazing saves tonight. Can you talk a little bit about her saves?
Yeah, the one that really stands out probably is the breakaway save. Farrell's trying to get in and kind of plays a softball across as she's, I think was sort of getting scrapping with the Michigan State player, and Steph comes out and snuffs that at her feet. And, that's a courageous save. It's a quality save in terms of the timing of that, and certainly preserved the win for us.
All right, so can you also talk about Nicole Breese's performance, because she was getting beat down a lot as far as aggressive, and then also with the yellow cards as well. So just talk about her performance.
Yeah, I think it was a typical Big Ten physical game, and their flank players and backs like to get in, which meant our front runners had to defend. And I thought Brees and Amy Farrell both did a great job of defending and trying to get stuck in and making sure that those players didn't sort of overload our attack. And certainly on the header here, Brees took a pretty good knock and shows she can get up from that and get back in and play. And certainly happy to see that, and happy to see that she's doing okay.
There were a few timeouts during the game. What did you guys talk about during those timeouts?
A little bit different with each one. I think the first one we talked mostly about, we have on white uniforms, not green, so could we please pass to white? And the last one, in the second half, we really talked about how bad do you want this? Because there was a period of time right before that timeout where we were really getting pushed around and getting pushed off the ball. So it was a pretty light first timeout and a pretty heavy, hey, let's get after this. If you want this game, you got to go get it, because Michigan State's not going to hand it to you sort of timeout. So a little bit different.
After you guys got that third goal, the winning goal, how did the girls really handle that with about 6 minutes left in the game? What is the strategy there?
The strategy there is to really try to possess the ball on their end. Did a better job in some ways than we have in the past. We joked about Nikki Reed a couple of games ago where protecting the lead and she takes a shot and the goalkeeper gets it, punts it down to our end. Obviously, she learned a lot from that as we went to the corner there in the latter part of the half. But, this is a team that's kind of been in those up by 1 goal games and have to really kind of try to seal that. And I thought we did a pretty good job, especially once we got the ball in our attacking half. I thought we made good decisions in terms of what we did with the ball, especially up there on the left flank. I think Nikki and Brees and those guys did a pretty good job of keeping that ball in the corner and trying to run the clock out.